Hello, eRank. Looks like we're actually live. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another edition of eRank Live. Where we talk all about your Etsy and eRank related questions. Hi Starla, how you doing?
Hello. I wasn't here was it last week, right? Last week I wasn't
Last
here.
week,
No,
yeah.
I had a doctor's appointment. Darn me and my health.
I know, but we've had quite the summer of all different people coming in and out. This has been fun.
Yeah, it has been fun. Well, I've had a lot of planning. If you guys aren't aware, I'm going to be representing eRank at Amplified, which is taking place in Latvia in September. But you guys can get access online because I don't think it's like an open studio event. I think that they're going to have like a studio audience of like all the plus ones. But other than that, but if you guys are interested in checking that out, we are going to be talking about Etsy SEO and giving away 3 eRank expert plans at Amplified. All you have to do is go to printify.com/amplified and use the promo code AMPStarla, AMPSTARLA, and that will bypass the checkout system so that you can access the event for free. Otherwise, you have to pay $5, and I would rather not pay anything. So use that
Free's
code.
the good price.
Exactly. Free is the best price. I should probably get the link and paste it in there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think they did. For a minute, I was asked to go along, and then I thought, Starla's got this. You don't need me. So I'm looking forward to sitting back and watching. It would be cool. We could have had a holiday together in Latvia, but let's be honest, I chickened out. So Starla's good at this.
All right, join here.
I see everyone in the chats arguing about who has the most humidity. I live on a sponge in the ocean. Scotland has the humidity. But yeah, everyone, you want to sign up for Amplified, that should be fun. Definitely. We know there's going to be some good content there. Unlike, we're not sure what Etsy Up's going to be, but still worth signing up for. But we know if Starla's speaking, there's going to be some good content there.
Yeah, I'm going to be speaking about SEO. I mean, it's going to be pretty, basic stuff, but I'm excited because there's going to be a ton of giveaways. I think there's going to be some what is it? Is it Adobe Express? Who else going to be there? Yeah. Let's see. Appearances from TikTok, Amazon, Adobe Express, Fiverr, Wix, Placeit. There's going to be a bunch of giveaways. We're giving away 3 expert plans. I mean, that's worth coming to it, even if you don't plan to sell POD. And there's going to be stuff for people who sell POD, for people who are interested in POD, for people who have never heard of POD but want to learn what it's all about. So when it comes to like free events like these, I sign up for all of them because you never know like what little golden nugget of information you're going to learn that you could apply to any part of your business, even if it's not necessarily a POD business.
Absolutely. Talking POD, well, that's shops that sell things. What are we all? Shops that sell things. Exactly. And yeah, if you can snag some of the freebies, like, was it Adobe Express? That's pretty cool to have on the run up to the holidays or something.
It says that they're an all-star supporter, so I would assume that means that they're probably going to do some giveaways.
Yeah. And cool. Hey, eRank expert is great. That's because we kind of work for eRank. We got that, and it's so nice not to have any limits. I know.
No way.
Yeah, they let us play about with all the good stuff. So it is so nice when you're in a going down the keyword research rabbit hole or something, not to have to worry at all and just do that rabbit hole. Oh, I should, before I forget, if the links will actually work. Also, yes, I think that worked. On Tuesday, I'll be doing a webinar for eRank on our competitors' tools and how to find competitors and all that good stuff. I know something went weird with the emails that went out on Tuesday, so if it's gone buggy for you, ever so sorry. I think like 90% of us it's fine, and then computers did the computer thing. So there's the link if you're missing it.
Yeah, if you're seeing a blog post, that's not correct.
Yeah, I cannot figure out how that could have possibly happened. Thankfully, it's not on me at all. That's other people that have to figure it out. But sometimes when glitches happen and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's that. But to link from two completely different tools, that just doesn't make sense.
Very odd. Well, now that we've got 32 of you watching, be sure to get some questions in. We did not have any early questions submitted in the eRank group. However, with 32 of you here, out of curiosity, do any of you fluently speak Spanish? Because Anthony asked Pam and I to let you guys know that we're looking for someone to help us with Spanish translations over at eRank. So if you are fluent in Spanish, very fluent, like you can perfectly speak Spanish, we are actually hiring. So I don't know how do we have them reach out if they speak Spanish?
That would be Anthony at eRank.com. If you email him, he'll be able to deal with it all. Sorry, Anthony, if you didn't want your email given out, but that's how you told us to do it last time.
Yeah, just send him an email at Anthony at eRank.com and say, I speak Spanish and Starla and Pam sent me. And if you've got a little bit of free time, I'm sure that, Anthony would really appreciate hearing from you. So cool. All right.
And there's a sneak peek that eRank's working on translations for the site. What a giveaway.
I know, right? We have a French version of the community and everything, but yeah, it's I feel like Spanish, I don't know, maybe it's just because I live in the US, so we have a lot of Spanish speakers here in the US, but I feel like Spanish would be a close second there.
Yeah, I think I remember when I was at school, my sister took Spanish, and my parents were really mad at her, but she did say it was like the second most spoken language. So I think Spanish sounds good. But yes, we have the lovely Sophie is our resident French speaker in eRank, and getting more languages is always best.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Thank you to Diana and Lindsay for filling our void and giving us some questions. That way we don't have to sit here.
Ask us anything now.
Yeah, for real. All right, Diana. No on Spanish. That is A-okay. Please explain AI clarity. I'm brand new and saw this when I was clicking around the eRank search buttons. AI clarity, eRank search buttons. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you could send a screenshot either in the Facebook group or through support@erank.com, and one of the team could look into that. But I'm not aware of AI clarity. That could be a plugin that you've got on your browser. But if you let us know where you saw it, the only AI we've got at the minute on eRank is the listing helper or listing suggestions in the listing audit. I'm not aware of anything that says AI clarity. Can anyone in chat let us know if you've seen anything like this? I'm not aware of anything we're working on that should even show anything like that. So
I'm seeing an audio plugin called AI clarity. But I don't think that that's what you're talking about. Yeah, just feel free to, or let us know where you saw it and maybe we can try to help. But to my knowledge, that doesn't sound like anything that we have. Let's see. Okay. Lindsay, I'm new to eRank relatively. Are the tutorials the best way to start rather than just jumping in random videos that the two of you do, which are more informative, but might mean more if I knew the basics? It just depends on how you like to learn. I recommend starting with, well, first of all, start with whatever you came to eRank for, whatever it is that you most want to know, assuming that you want to learn more about keyword research. If you like to read, every single tool that we have has a help article that will explain how to use it if you're more of a reader. If you are more fond of watching videos, just go to the YouTube channel and search for the name of the tool within our YouTube channel. If you actually click the eRank YouTube channel, there's a smaller search bar on desktop on the right side underneath our banner, not the one like up at the top that allows you to search all of YouTube, but the one that's just down in the bottom, right under our banner, and search for the name of the tool. Pam has made pretty much all of those videos that appear, and she covers
Not
most of
just
our.
me now. Yeah, we have Jessica who's in chat. She's done
true.
a ton of videos now, and Patrick's been doing some. So if you're bored of me, who would have thought? If you're bored of me, there's other options as well now.
Yeah, but if you search for that name of the tool, just find the most recent video that was uploaded for that tool, and that's the best place to start. I personally would recommend starting with the keyword tool, just because that's going to be your most helpful tool, assuming that you're wanting to optimize your listings. Pam, what's your, obviously we're both going to say keyword tool, but what would be your second favorite after that?
Yeah, it depends how new we're talking. People are new to eRank. I mean, obviously there's the basics. There's getting started, connecting your shop, connecting your Google Analytics and stuff like that. And then it really depends what you're looking for. Obviously, yes, keyword tool. Yeah, it depends what you want to do, and the more specific you are, the better. But I would zone in on one tool and really learn how to use that tool, ask all the questions. I'm trying to think. Well, currently now, because yesterday was a sad day when search analytics on Etsy went away. So definitely everyone who hasn't, connect up your Google Analytics to your Etsy account and then connect that to eRank, because that's the only way you're going to see some of this great data. So I like to see that data from Google. But if you're new and you haven't connected all that up, there won't be much data there yet. Yeah. Just let us know what kind of things you're interested in looking at. Something like the health check can be good just a basic, have I got everything filled in my listing? Have I done any dumb mistakes that are easy to fix? Because I am great at messing up my spelling or forgetting to put a couple of tags in or something. So, yeah. But honestly, I think the best way to start is to go into the Facebook group and hang around there, read stuff, and then when you're stuck on anything, ask a question and we'll be able to direct you to the best place. And Jessica just did in the Facebook group, we've got the presentation in the guides for all the tools and all the videos for all the tools, so you can go in and find what it is that you're interested in. Jess, are you able to drop a link? I'm not sure if you can. You should. I think you're allowed to. But yeah, that's a little Canva presentation. I'm trying to remember if she's got the right settings to be able to do that on YouTube. That's got all of our videos, I think some blog posts, all tons of things, and you can click what tool you like. There's also some more advanced things. What are you trying to do? What are you worried about? And it'll take you to relevant videos and things there.
Awesome. And I was looking to see if we had anything in our Etsy marketing tab to replace the search analytics beta, because they were teasing that, and we don't. But what they did release, I can't do it this Friday for the Friday bean. I'll have to do it the Friday after. The market insights for the holidays, early 2024 holiday trend predictions is out. So I will paste that in the chat for you guys.
Yep. Always worth checking through. I mean, that's another good one for anyone seeing the trends. We do have the trend tools on eRank, but another sneak thing for most of us who are not necessarily that great at it, every month, Jan in the eRank blog goes through the trends for 4 countries and then Amazon and eBay. And it's a kind of, I've literally, just because Jan's been talking about the keywords and mentioned keychains so much, I've just started making keychains just because of what Jan's been saying for for months. So you can just sort of read through, and she basically looks at the top trending keywords and then shows you how to niche down, dig deep into what that means, what kind of keywords you could maybe look at. So that's always useful.
All right, let's see. Diana asked, can you tell me how to find hot trends on eRank if I don't know what are the good keywords? So basically, she doesn't know where to start. She just wants to see the list of trends.
Yep, that'll be the trend tools. Have I got eRank? Oh, I do. Hang on. So hot trends, you can see if we go to trends, let's go with the, well, in fact, you can even see on the front page, here's a good one, every day, you can, yeah, here it is. Every day this is updated for the past 7 days on your dashboard, trending on Etsy. You can pick the country from this drop down, USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany and France, and it tells you just the top trending keywords for that period of time. So it's a good one. Just log in every couple of days, scroll down, read them, just let it sink into your head. But another one that I like is trends, monthly trends, because what you can do with this that's really cool, right? We're seeing what trended until, you know, the last month, what was the most popular, but you can time travel and say, okay, I've read these, I've got an understanding of what's happening this year, but what about seasonal things? What was kind of really picking up in September last year? So pick from the drop down and you can see those trending keywords from the year before might give you an idea of when do people start searching for certain things. Obviously Halloween or full clothing and decor just gives you an idea, because the blue line, that shows you that's September 2023, the search volumes, and the grey lines are like the months either side. So you can see, oh look, gift picks up in July and is going crazy in December. I think we could all guess that. So there's some hopefully good trends.
And you can go by category. So if you want to deep dive, and don't just look at these trends as surface level, you can stack them. So if you notice that coffee is trending in one category, and then maybe in home decor, you notice that wall art is trending, maybe you could make coffee wall art and stack those two together. And that's a good way to get general ideas, because, you know, wall art, that's very vague. Coffee is very vague. Cats, that's very vague. You can come up with a lot of really unique ideas by looking at the overarching trends that everybody's searching for, by kind of pairing them together and seeing what might, you know, work when it comes to like a theme and a product. If mugs are trending and cats are trending, what do you know? You got cat mugs or Christmas cat mugs if you see that Christmas is trending.
Exactly. For last month, really easy to spot. Dorm was doing well, and then posters were doing well. Could you have posters for you know, kids going away to uni for the first time or something? Loads of decor stuff that, I mean, obviously it's probably, I don't know when your colleges go back, it's probably a little late now, but it's good to pop into your brain for next year. Hey, that was really cool. Is it likely to be again? Do people going away to college for the first time want cool decor stuff for their dorms? I think that's pretty much every year.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anna, she said that she had to go. Hopefully she is able to watch the replay so she can see her question being answered. She said, do you think Etsy might change their mind on the made by versus design by for hand-drawn printables and digitals? I'm wondering if there's any word on the street about it. Unfortunately, when it comes to digital products, for the listing photo update and, you know, the design by, made by, yada, yada, it almost feels like Etsy forgot that digital was a category, because it feels like the digital sellers are the ones who have the most questions, and Etsy doesn't, to my knowledge, have any answers posted anywhere for digital categories. Unfortunately, you just kind of have to fill things out the way that they fit the best. and hope that Etsy, you know, takes some of this feedback, because I'm sure that there's plenty of digital sellers leaving feedback. And, you know, if you haven't yet, they're at the bottom of the article where they announce this whole like designed by, created by, yada, yada. There's a survey linked to the bottom. So go fill out that survey and let them know that, you know, you feel that digital sellers might be kind of misrepresented with these categories, and to please reconsider or consider adding, you know, another category or a way for digital sellers to better categorize their items. I have been seeing this a lot, though.
The same. I thought this when I read through it in the first place, that there's the made by was made to feel like this is what the handmade people do. And then the people who are doing digital paintings that are just as much work, if not more, than what a lot of people were doing, were kind of, it seemed weird to be in that category. So give them feedback. There's no word on the street, and to be perfectly honest, no real shade on Etsy. They're not going to give us warning and say, oh, this looks bad. They'll see all this feedback, and if there's enough, things get changed. We'll just get an announcement that says, hey, we've improved this based on your feedback. Here's a new category, or here's a new thing. Or I don't think so, but we've seen in other things they roll out something. Everyone complained about it so much, it just quietly went away. But there's no word on the street. Things just change. I don't think even people in Etsy know that these things are going to get changed.
Their support didn't even know that these categories were a thing when they first popped up.
Yeah. But for anyone with these new things, if you have specific questions as well, I'm compiling a list to take to my contact in Etsy while I've still got her. Not basic question. I know everyone's worried about everything, but if you've got specific questions about things that you really feel are very not clear, I'll go onto my YouTube channel in my community tab and right there, and I'll compile them all and ask my contact. Because anytime there's a change, like, it's not possible to have thought of every single style of seller, every single thing that people might be making. So some things will have slipped under the rugs, and yeah, it definitely needs a bit of work. I have heard, I think Brian said last week, that Etsy support now have the ability to change the category your items are in if they're categorized in the wrong place. Now, unfortunately, digitals are categorized. Your items have been put in the right place, the categorization's wrong, but it's things like a lot of handmade things were put into the designed by category by mistake, and you can now apparently message customer support and they can change it. When that first came out, they didn't have the power to change it.
All right, let's see. BG. I'd like to know whether or not I should make my Etsy titles using words that I would otherwise use in my tags. I've seen titles like that, but I've also seen descriptive titles. Etsy tells us to keep your titles short and customer friendly, so writing them in a way that is easy to read and understand. In terms of the algorithm, both technically work. But if a customer clicks on your listing and sees word spaghetti, they might think, you know, oh, this looks like an eBay listing, or oh, this looks like a Amazon listing. And you might lose, you know, that credibility among customers. But really, different things work for different people. Etsy tells us that the keywords that are in your title should be the ones that most accurately describe your items. And those keywords that you put in your title should be repeated down in your tags section, because if they're the thing that you most want to be known for, they should be both in your tags and your titles. And then the rest of your tag space should be used for more supporting type terms. For example, terms related to the recipient, who might this be a nice gift for? What holiday might this be a nice gift for? What color is it? What textures are it? So you can definitely get some good, terms in both your tags and titles but you should definitely try to get those most important keywords in both.
Yeah, it's a balancing act. Your title is your most important real estate. As Starla said, Etsy have said to use the most important keywords in there. So the keywords are the phrases that buyers are typing into the search engine. Thankfully, eRank, that's what we tell you. If you use things like the keyword tool, we can help you find what those keywords are with our data that comes from real Etsy buyers. So you find what Etsy says is your top 2 to 3 most important ones. These can be the most descriptive, the ones that you're really trying to target, or the ones that you're already being found for. Those are really important. You don't want to spoil listings because you know those are already working. So Etsy says top 2 to 3, although you can have some more. You can incorporate them into a descriptive sentence to make your title, or you can have those 2 to 3 phrases just separated by a comma, just as long as it makes sense, and put your most important, most descriptive one right at the start of the title. That is because when seen in search, you're just going to get the picture and the little snippet of your title. So if that title says the same thing as what the person's typed into in search, they'll know absolutely, they'll see the picture, they'll see the title and go, yeah, that's what I was searching for. If your title looks like what a wish title looks like, if it's just a string of nonsense words, that could be off-putting because they're like, what am I getting a gift for her? Or am I getting whatever random words? So yeah, your title, most important, prime real estate, because it works for both the buyers and the algorithm. Your tags, you want to double up those keywords, as Starla said, those most important ones that you've got in the title, and the rest of it's to explain to the algorithm. It's to say, hey, potentially match me for loads of other things, other relevant things as well. That's your spaghetti at the wall. That's your, I wonder if it'll work for this kind of keyword. Yeah, and you'll see people do there's no right way that a title will work or not, because it's based on giving enough information that the algorithm understands, and also not putting the customer off, helping them understand. So it's a balancing act, and you might find in one niche customers are absolutely fine with keyword stuff titles, everybody's doing it, possibly doesn't hurt. If I was buying a wedding dress, I probably wouldn't want one with a title that was all smashed in, wedding dress, engagement dress, mother of the bride dress. I would like to know that is a silk and lace wedding dress. I don't need lots of flowery other things.
All right, let's see. Lindsay is a new HAA student and has no clue what to do with Google Analytics. Lindsay, we are in the same boat. Connect your Google Analytics up to eRank through our traffic stats tool, and eRank will tell you the most relevant information. Google Analytics is a pain in the butt, but the traffic stats tool is going to extract everything that you need to know and show it to you in a language that is much easier to understand.
Yep. If you haven't connected up, Google eRank GA4, and you'll find Anthony's blog there. Let's see. But yeah, Google Analytics is a nightmare. Traffic stats on eRank. There's your keywords. If I drop down, I can see what listings were being found for the keywords, what position I was ranking in the Etsy search when people searched for that. Loads of data, and then you can click into the individual listings. There we go. You can click into the individual listings. You can see organic search, Etsy ads, Pinterest, and Facebook, where relevant, the search terms that you were found for that listing. It's always useful to see Etsy ads. I don't think I've got any data from Pinterest and Facebook just now, but tons of data there that takes forever to figure out how to dig out in Google Analytics. That's why I love it, because it just shows you the data. And if there's other data or other ways you want to see the data, message us and let us know, because we're always looking for ways to help. The whole point of the traffic stats tool was built because none of us know how to I think Anthony's the only person in the world that knows how to use Google Analytics. So yeah, let us know what data you like, and if it's possible, we will try and find a way to add it.
And Lindsay said that she did that, but she's so lost, so much to learn. We'll deal with it after I learn the eRank keyword tool. Start with the keyword tool, because the more that you start to learn the language of, the eRank website and what all of the graphs and things mean, you'll start to better understand other tools as well. And the keyword tool is a good place to start. But if you're in HAA, we cover the keyword tool and SEO in module 7. So if you're not there yet, you'll definitely get there in time. If you feel like, you're lost, that is likely coming up in the program.
Yeah, and for anyone that's new and anyone that's feeling lost, which I'm sure we all are, you don't have to learn it all. You don't have to learn it all in one day. It's little changes over time. So you learn a little bit about a tool, you dive into it, maybe find some keywords, pop them in your listing to test. And then you'd say to yourself, hey, I'd like to learn how to write better listings. Come into the Facebook group, ask us about that. Read the Ultimate Guide to Etsy Search in the handbook. Learn how to craft your titles and tags and build your listing properly. And then do that with your next listing, and then think, oh, I'd like to maybe learn to take better photographs. And next, learn a little bit about photography, take some different pictures next time you're taking pictures. It's like a snowball effect, but I'm sure we've all been there and we've sat down and thought, I've got to learn it all. But no, you just do a little bit at a time. We're always learning.
Absolutely. And there's no time limit to learn. In fact, you learn better when you do it in small portions rather than trying to, eat it like it's coming out of a fire hose.
Absolutely. Yeah. I remember actually years ago, I trained to be a driving instructor, and there was an option to do all the training in a 1-week period. It wasn't recommended, and I think every one of us did that 1-week period. On the Friday, we came out walking so carefully because we were afraid knowledge was going to spill out of our ears. It was just like, I'm so stuffed and I can't figure out any of this. I have to sit down and actually digest it. You just like, I've never felt my head feel so sore just from, I don't know what I know here. So yeah, it's so much better because, as I said, we're always learning. So if you don't think that I have to do this all, if you think, what is it that I would really like to learn, or what do I need to improve? Learn that one little thing, do the change, and then go through all the things that you need to learn. And then you can cycle back and go, hey, I'm better at keyword research than I was last time I tried it.
Exactly. All right, let's see. Pam, your hair looks great.
Oh, thank you. There was too much gray, so I had to do something again with it.
Let's see. Pam, you did a video about duplicating listings in Etsy. If you have a listing with no tags and it starts selling, will it hurt that listing to duplicate it and add tags in hopes you sell more?
It won't hurt you in any way to duplicate a listing. Yeah. And that's, I love that as an example. If you have a listing with no tags and it starts selling, because people will often say, why is this person a top seller? They have terrible SEO. If you have a listing with no tags, that listing at least has enough data that Etsy understood who to show it to. That's SEO doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have enough details. And then the algorithm understands you. And if when buyers see it, when Etsy shows it and they start buying, Etsy's like, I don't care that she's got no tags. That's a good listing. So absolutely, take the data from that listing, go in and see what keywords are actually working for you, duplicate the listing, and bung in the good keywords and see if you can do even better. But you might not, because Etsy might already know enough about that listing that's selling and be, hey, this one's good enough. We always hope we can improve things, and we're right to try, but that listing, it might be good enough and Etsy might understand well enough.
Exactly. Let's see. While I wish all my listings would be spotted on Etsy, I'm curious, is there a spotted on Etsy per number of listings ratio? Example, I have about 250 listings and 40-ish spotted for various terms.
Right.
That's
there
pretty
is
good, 40.
Yeah, but I could get you to have all of your 250 listings spotted by making everything worse.
That's true.
To explain, spotted on Etsy just takes the keywords that you put into it and all the other keywords that we have in our database. All that happens is that's like a once a day rank checker. So once per day, our little eRank monitor goes into the API and says, has Wonderands any of their listings, are any of them ranking in the first 2 pages of search for any of the keywords we've got? Oh, they are. Great. Let's tell her. That doesn't mean that any of these keywords are any good. We could, and there probably is some gobbledygook in the database because I'm always running silly tests. So it's probably all my fault. But they are based on what we've put into the eRank system. It's not saying if there are any customers searching for these keywords. So if you don't have your Google Analytics connected, if you have Google Analytics connected, we're also showing if you've been seen by people in search through your Google Analytics. So that's great. But with just regular spotted on Etsy, the more the point is you take your superstar keywords that you're already getting found for and put them into spotted on Etsy. And then what you're able to do every week or so, pop in, have a look at your wee graph, see if you're still ranking for everything that you were. If you see your sales start dropping, go in and have a look, and if you're ranking a bit lower, be okay, what's wrong about my listings? Why am I dropping in ranking? Has another competitor come in for that keyword with really better pictures? And you could just dive in, take really good pictures before you see your sales and views absolutely tank. So it's just a way to see, are you still ranking for the keywords? So it doesn't really matter how many you have rank. It's not a race to get the most ranking. It's the race to make sure that your superstar keywords are working for you, basically.
Yeah. And someone had said, I'm finding you can be spotted on Etsy by keywords that aren't very popular too. Yeah. And, because I'm a YouTuber and I talk about my shop a lot, all of my spotted on Etsy terms are just where people have tried to type in my shop name in different ways, trying to locate it. So, okay, let's see. Diana had asked if you want to email a promo, or if you want to email a promo to my customers who I don't have yet, does Etsy do that in bulk? So there's no way to send a bulk email to your customers. You can set up things like abandoned cart coupons. Basically, when you go into your marketing tab while you're logged into Etsy, all of your options for coupons are going to be laid out in front of you. And you can only really do what they have there unless you have created some type of email opt-in where you're allowed to take their email addresses offsite and utilize them for your own email list. But that comes with a lot of other legalities and things that we probably don't have time to talk about today. The only thing that you're able to set up are the abandoned cart coupons. Are there what other ones are there? Maybe I need to pull
Yeah,
you don't discount very much, do you?
I don't discount, no. I know Etsy they will feature you to your followers if you've got a sale or something on. That's in one of the buttons, but I don't think it's an email.
Favorites. So it'll send offers when someone favorites one of your items, sending an offer after their order ships, and sorry, customers who have left items in their shopping carts. You can set all of those up directly from your Etsy dashboard.
Yep. But Starla's right. You can't, if you're deciding to do a promo, even if you've had a few customers, you can't go back into those past customers and email them to tell them that you've got a promo or something on. Unless your customers opt in, you're not allowed to communicate to them about anything other than the order that you're talking about. You're not allowed to send promos to them. So as you're building up your shop, that's where you want to be building up your mailing list, getting people onto your social media and stuff. So if you are doing some kind of a promotion, you can tell them because they've opted in to hear from you.
Exactly. And I recommend MailChimp for building your email list, just because in terms of like the legalities and stuff, it's all kind of built in. It's very easy. It's drag and drop. It's free for the first 500 subscribers. But there are a lot of laws and legalities, and you really can't skip reading through the articles and things that MailChimp recommends. And you also have to be careful about how you request that, customers join your email list. I recommend sticking some type of QR code or having a nice short URL that redirects to your mailing list sign up that you use in one of your 10 listing photos. That's always an option because your number one fans are going to want to join that. You can also link it however you want on social media, obviously, but you've got to have a social media following in order for that to work. So like I said, that could be a whole topic on its own. It's just so much to cover. So we try to not touch on it too much because of all the legalities. But
yeah. And different countries have different laws and everything as well. So, yes.
Exactly. All right. Laura had said in the main page, there's a section called traffic sources. What time frame does it refer to? A month, a week, something else?
It's 30 days. I just checked.
Okay. I'm glad you got that. The main page for what? What are we talking about?
eRank homepage.
Oh, the dashboard. Okay.
So yes, we have a word for that. I forgot. Yeah. So where is it? If you scroll down, it was traffic sources. Yeah. This is if you have your Google Analytics connected up. This shows you for the past 30 days, the top traffic sources. Same with the country stats. I love this one, seeing where all your traffic's coming from. Always good for Germany for me. You guys are great. And the top keywords, that's the 30 days. And then you can go into traffic stats and you can change the time periods in there to see different time periods.
Right, let's see. Would either one of you be willing to do a YouTube video on how to set up and run a YouTube channel? What are the key points to keep in mind? Ooh, that's a hard one. YouTube channels, think of them like Etsy. I like to think of a YouTube channel very similar to Etsy because you need a lot of the same things. You need a niche. Just like Etsy, you need to have something that's worth watching for a specific target audience. So for me, I'm an Etsy YouTuber. Pam's an Etsy YouTuber. We teach Etsy sellers. But, some people make funny videos. Some people make funny videos for very young people. Some people make funny videos for very old people. Some people make videos about cute animals. Some people make videos on how to train your animals. Some people make videos on how to make food for your animals. So pick your topic. I dare say that your camera can be crappy, but your mic never can be. People will watch a crappy video, but they won't listen if the mic is crappy. So make sure you have a nice mic. Camera doesn't matter as much. You can use your cell phone camera. Invest in a good mic. And then obviously make sure that you're creating content that's interesting. And I mean, really the key to success on YouTube and the name of the game is growth and consistency. So your first few videos are not going to do good no matter how much you want them to. But you have to still produce good videos because those first few views are going to mean a lot for YouTube's algorithm, just like Etsy's. Keywords in your title, you get tags, you get a description, getting good keywords in there, having an enticing thumbnail, just like Etsy. It's very, very similar. But starting out, my suggestion is to just pick your topic and start doing it, even if it's awful. My first videos are awful. Every YouTuber out there, their first videos are awful. And you will not get better watching tutorials. You will not get better reading blog posts. You will not get better, watching other YouTubers. You only get better by just doing it, creating awful content that you probably aren't proud of, and practicing and getting better with time. I've been doing this now. Oh goodness, my very first videos were around 11, 12 years ago. So, and now you can't even find them because I have them disabled on my channel because they're so bad. They're just awful. But I learned from those videos, and they had a lot of views. It's just, I don't want people to see those awful videos.
Yeah, I think it's Roberto Blake that says, make 100 crappy videos. Like, don't have any expectations till you've got the first 100 out of your way. And another way it is so similar to Etsy is expectations. I think it's something like only 2% of YouTube channels get 10,000 subscribers. A very small percent of YouTube videos get over 1,000 views. So don't be saying I'm a failure, I only got 20 views on this video. Your first few videos might get literally no views. They'll get a couple of views, and then you'll get slowly, it'll build up. And what happens is maybe by your 10th video, YouTube understands you a bit better, shows you to some people, they liked you, they go back and watch your first video, and it starts to build up like that. But it takes time. It really, I think one of my first live stream is still up on my channel, and it is so awful. I spoke a million miles an hour for 5 minutes, freaked out when someone posted a comment, and stopped.
So yeah. Mine's pretty. I have a similar. Yeah. They said it would be about my designs, the process of making them, and collection launches. So here's the question: are you doing it for fun for you, or are you doing, because there's two target audiences for that? Are you trying to teach and inspire other business owners? Because that's going to be very in demand. Other business owners like to watch the creative process so that they can get inspired and learn and, apply, your similar strategies and expertise to their own workflow. Some people like to turn those on just for background noise because it feels like you've got a friend, you're working side by side with a friend. Whereas, if you're using it as a source of like gaining customers, that's a little harder. Because let's be real, how many of you guys go and like subscribe to a channel that like Nike making shoes or something, you know what I mean? So you got to really decide like what's going to be the value point there for that audience. I wouldn't put all your money on using it as a resource to market with. If I were you, I would do it as something for fun that you enjoy with no expectations. You're just throwing it out there, something that you enjoy doing, whether anybody watches or not, because the content's going to come off more authentic. And then because of that, it could be by the way, I also sell these things. You can buy them here. And if you make some sales from it, cool. If not, that's fine too. And then, it's a learning process, and you get better the more you learn, and then more people watch because you get better.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm doing a little side project on YouTube, making shorts for my art on a totally different channel that nobody knows about really just now. And I'm just, because I thought, well, we're going to need videos for Etsy Explore. So I'm making videos, just popping them up there. There's nothing on the channel, and I think I had 30 views on one video and one comment, and that comment was, wow, would you make one of my dogs for me?
Oh no, I can't hear you. What happened? Is it just me? Now I'm worried. Wait, I think I hear you now.
Right, am I back?
Yes.
Yeah. That is the app for my mic. Right.
I'm like, well, we're both. No, just you. Oh, it was just for me. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm hopefully back. Absolute pain. Yeah, I have to run my, because audio is important, my mic has to go through an app, and sometimes the app just randomly switches itself off. Yeah. Okay, so I was saying I'm doing a side project, a YouTube channel, just posting shorts of me creating my stuff, but hopefully educationally. And yeah, it is, as Starla says, you've got to make the videos, but think about why do you come to YouTube? Why does anyone come to YouTube? You come for entertainment or education. You come to learn how to do something or to spend some time. You don't come to be marketed to. Nobody comes to YouTube to be marketed to. So I wouldn't think about how you can market yourself or promote your launches or anything. Behind the scenes of a creator, absolutely interesting. How you make things interesting. There's some great YouTube channels about they're running their Etsy shop and how they're setting up their collection launches and stuff. Fantastic. But yeah, don't expect to market things. It's very rare that people are going to come and be interested in that.
Yeah.
But totally do it.
Absolutely. It's
YouTube's
fun.
quite fun. Yeah. And the other secret thing, right? If you're making stuff that's showcasing your products without trying to sell it, Google owns YouTube. And when anyone searches for anything on Google, a video is going to show up. When anyone goes into images, a video thumbnail shows up. When anyone goes into videos, a YouTube video shows up. So YouTube videos get you really good exposure on Google search. Like, there's no way I could write articles or even get my Etsy shop showing up on Google search for the things I can get videos showing up for.
Exactly. And if it's something like your business name or the name of a popular product, I mean, you can even use a bit of eRank, Google SEO there, because we have Google keywords, and optimize your titles for that if you want them to show up in Google for keywords. So just something to think about.
Absolutely.
Well,
And
guys,
repurpose videos.
yeah.
Like, you can use the videos all over the place and see which styles work where.
Yeah, and I mean, short form content, I mean, you could take your listing videos and post them on as a YouTube short. You could post them on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook. LinkedIn allows for videos. I think Twitter allows for videos. You can take those little videos and post them everywhere, not just, TikTok like we all think about. They can go everywhere.
Yeah. And right, music is a difficult thing because across platforms there's different music licenses. If you
Yes.
heard our intro and exit music that Sophie created with udio.com, which eRank is not affiliated with, but we're at the minute in time, you can use that to type in some text to say what you're making or something, and they'll make a short song for you about your thing that you can slap on your videos, and that can be used everywhere. They come up with, I made a video of trimming I make needle felted dogs in the background, and they start off with really long hair, and I was cutting their hair. I asked them to make me a little song about a puppy getting its first haircut. So I've got a relevant song to go on my thing that can go across all the platforms. I don't have to search different music on every platform. It's too much fun.
And okay, so we've got 2 more questions, and I think that's probably all we'll have time for, because I have a meeting like right at 4 on the dot. Let's see. Oh, and about music, since I'm a composer, I can safely use my own music. Yeah, unless you're going to go after yourself. It's the owner of the music who would go after you for using the music somewhere.
Yes and no, because I've got friends who are that. If you sign on with a label, just check, because they can take the rights to your music and then come after you. I've had friends that happen too.
Yeah, if you're just a small composer though, and you create, I mean, that's what Mark, my husband, does for my YouTube channel. He writes the music for it. So, all right. So last question. I'm about to launch my shop, but I feel stuck. Digital products ready, but I always think they can get better, that I should understand SEO more, do more social media marketing before listing. Any tips? If it's not listed, it can't sell, and you can't learn what you need to improve. List those suckers. You will never know what you need to do more of and what you need to fix and what you can improve upon until you get them listed and you let them sit for, like, I recommend 4 months. 60 to 90 days is that period before they renew on Etsy. Etsy leaves them up for 4 months before they charge you again the 20 cents. That's a perfect time frame to monitor your results. But with the holidays right around the corner, people are already starting to get that itch to shop. Get your stuff listed now. It cannot sell if it is not listed. You can always improve later.
Absolutely. And you can't break your shop. You can't put, if it's not a good listing and it does nothing, it's just done nothing. But if you're sitting procrastinating going, I don't know whether to launch it, you've got no chance of a sale. If you list it and it wasn't a great listing, you're no worse off than you would have been. You can come back and make a great listing next time.
Exactly. Guys, on September 26th, I will be representing eRank at Amplified. They are flying me to Latvia, which is going to be terrifying because I've never been out of the country. But please consider signing up for Amplified via the link that I have just posted in the chat. If you use the secret code AMP Starla, no spaces, just AMP Starla, it will bypass the checkout system so that you can get your virtual tickets for free. I mean, it would only be $5, but why spend $5? You know, you got to find your credit card and type all that. Like, I would rather just bypass all that and get in for free. So check that out, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We appreciate you. And I guess we'll see you next week. Oh, wait, no, you got a link too.
Yeah, links in. Just if you haven't already, we have the webinar on eRank's competitors and competitor tools. Links in the comments. Sign up, join me. Yeah. Okay, right, guys. And yeah, join us next week. Okay, bye-bye. See you.
It wasn't easy, no, but with eRank, we're